Hello there, guys. It is a very sleep-deprived Destry here, and today I wanted to do something a little bit different and do a tier list of every single superhero movie and show that I've seen. So, because there's a lot of stuff, I say we just jump into it. I have some people in the chat on my Discord right now, so I'll every once in a while be getting their feedback with certain things because I know I'm going to have some hot takes. And you can also see that my tier list itself, here's what it's kind of like, how it's laid out. We have the best in an Italian accent. It says that in parentheses there. The next one down, real dang good. Then we have good. Then we have mid. Then there is a guilty pleasure section, which is just movies that are, they are bad, but I still watch them occasionally. And then the last one is actual butt water. Actual butt water is like the worst you can get. And then there's also a section that's just haven't seen / no opinion that you can already see I've filled out with most of that. So if you have any opinions of the ones that I've put in the I have no opinion or haven't seen, let me know in the comments. Obviously, also let me know in the comments if any of your opinions differ or whatever, because I know I'm going to have some spicy takes. Actual butt water doesn't sound so bad. No, it does. Butt water is just another word for diarrhea. So, starting off, actually spicy, okay? So, we have Batman and Robin, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Uma Thurman, the only Batman movie to have George Clooney, because he literally apologized for that movie. I've talked about this at great lengths on my worst sequels video. But here's the thing about the Batman and Robin movie, is that it is so bad it's good, which I think goes into the guilty pleasure rating for me. Like, I still watch it because it's so fucking bad. Also, on, I guess, in the same note as the Batman movies, maybe we'll just rate all the Batman movies to start with, including, like, the Dark Knight trilogy. But Batman Returns, I think, can at least go into the good category, if not real dang good. Because A, Tim Burton directed, B, you have, you know what, I'm putting it in a real dang good. I don't give a fuck. You got Danny DeVito. I mean, seriously, the cast alone is worth a real dang good. But the biggest thing for me is I think this was like the first movie I'd watched as a kid that, like, I got horny. And I know that's probably not something you wanted to hear. But Michelle Pfeiffer licking Batman's face, I was like, whoa! That did something to me. I liked that. Yes, Michelle Pfeiffer, please. Yes. I got horny from the Penguin, from Danny DeVito. That's really what I meant to say. So yeah, I think that's where that one goes. Dark Phoenix. Actually, no, we're going to do all the Batman movies first. I forgot. Oh, that's what we were doing. Okay, so this is probably one of the spiciest takes, and this is, if you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, you'll know that this is actually an opinion I have. And feel free to click off this video if you really hate this opinion this much. Batman Forever. One of the greatest movies. I don't give a fuck what your stupid opinion is about this movie. It is so fucking good. Like, the tone of the movie, you got Jim Carrey, you got Tommy Lee Jones giving a great performance, honestly. Even though this was Val Kilmer's only Batman movie, he knocked it out of the park. You got fucking Nicole Kidman being a goddamn little slut, dressing all nasty the whole movie. And, like, really, for me, I loved this movie because it felt like a comic book. If you haven't seen it, I really actually recommend it. Like, it's okay. It's both bad in the best way, but it's also really good in, like, the cinematography and, like, it just feeling like a comic book world, which is the one thing that I think, as good as the Dark Knight trilogy is, it didn't do that well. Like, it doesn't feel like a comic book world. It feels like a real world that Batman just so happens to be in. So I could talk about this shit all goddamn day. Batman Forever. It's really good. I I sang, like, the soundtrack all the time as a kid. One of my favorite movies still to this day. So I know I should be putting it in guilty pleasure, but for me it's literally one of the best movies. So oh, I guess we didn't put on original Batman, which had Jack Nicholson. I think this came out in '89. I'm going to put this one on good. I did like Batman Returns more than the original Batman. But I did really like Jack Nicholson as the Joker. But as far as like the first foray into comic book world, Tim Burton did a great job. And yeah, I think the world came alive. It just got progressively better in Batman Returns for me. Let's see if I can find Batman Begins. Hopefully. Okay, I found it. Yeah, okay, so Batman Begins, I think, came out in 2005. Why do I know the years that these came out? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it came out in 2005. I'm going to be honest. It's alright. I'll put it in good, because Christopher Nolan directed it, and he's great, or whatever. It's good. I still watch it occasionally. We got fucking Liam Neeson rocking it in that movie. Um, there's some funny shit, but I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't feel like a comic book world for me. But maybe that's just me being a nitpicky little asshole, I guess. I also see the Dark Knight Rises, but I don't see the Dark Knight. So I guess we'll get the Dark Knight Rises out of the way right now. I think this movie's mid. It's I was very close to putting it in actual butt water, but it's not that bad. It's just like if this was like, it's just not the culmination of the Dark Knight trilogy. Like the Dark Knight itself, which god damn it, can we find that? Where is that? If anyone can see it, point it out. And I'm even meeting commenters in the future that have no bearing. Oh, I see it. Okay, right there. So the Dark Knight, I'm gonna put up in real dang good. I don't know that it's the best, and that's probably a differing opinion that a lot of you guys have, because I know it's widely regarded as the best superhero movie of all time. It is real dang good. I think Heath Ledger was like the main reason to watch that for sure. But like, if that was the culmination of the Dark Knight trilogy, it would have been so good. But the fact that it's followed up by Bane, and like half of the movie, Bruce Wayne has fucking back issues and can't fight anyone, and it's just about his recovery, and like it's just structured in such a fucking weird way, the whole movie. And then like the final fight is in the middle of the goddamn day, and it's just two dudes punching each other. You might be like, well, why does it matter that it's in the middle of the day? Well, it's because it's like, it's a fucking Gotham. It's Gotham City, dude. It's Gotham City. Do you really, like, supposed to be a gothic fucking tone, and yet, here, let's just blast everyone with fucking daylight. I don't know. Again, probably nitpicking, but that's a big reason why I didn't like that movie. Also, Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, I don't know. She's fun to look at. There's bits that I like, but that's my opinion on that. And don't worry, this will go faster. I'm going to try to speed this shit up. I just wanted to get Batman out of the way. Dark Phoenix is actual butt water. I don't know why they keep trying to do the Phoenix storyline and having it fail and fail and fail. Feels very phoned in. No one seemed like they were having fun on that film. But yeah. The Wolverine, I think this was the 2013 Wolverine, that was set in Japan. That movie, because this isn't Origins, right? No, that's Origins right there. So, the Wolverine, I'm going to put at actually mid. Wait, why is there no... There should be one under mid. I feel like going from mid to butt water is not like... there should be another one. I would put Wolverine like as low. Like, it's kind of not a good movie. There's parts of it that are fun. It's just, I don't know. Hashtag not my Wolverine. Yeah. But here's a hot take. X-Men Origins Wolverine, I'm putting in guilty pleasure because I watch that shit all the time. I remember that was actually one of the first movies I ever pirated, and somehow I got such an early copy of it that a lot of the VFX weren't even finished. There was like, in the beginning when they're showing like the war scene, there was like just like a really shittily 2D plane flying by, and Wolverine's all reacting to it like, whoa. So I don't know. It is a guilty pleasure movie for me because it's so fucking bad. I mean, I don't even need to say anything other than Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool with fucking swords coming out of his knuckles. Hilarious. Just hilarious. I think this is the bad Suicide Squad. I don't even want to put that in guilty pleasure because it's just actual butt water. I think even if there was like a director's cut of Suicide Squad that had more of the Joker in it, because I guess he was supposed to be like the main villain of that one. Even if that were the case, I don't think it would have changed anything. Like, that movie is the epitome of let's try to be edgy. Oh my god, let's listen to all these fucking like licensed songs while we show off fucking Harley Quinn's butthole. Like, that's all the Suicide Squad is. So yeah, I didn't really like it. Moving on to Civil War, I think because we're gonna kind of jump around with the MCU a bit. Civil War is not real dang good, but it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in good. It's good. I like it. That's all I have to say about that one. Unbreakable. My ex-girlfriend showed me this. An ex-girlfriend that cheated on me with multiple men, and so I don't have really great opinions about this movie. But I do know that M. Night Shyamalan directed it. There's a cool twist, obviously. So yeah, I'll put it in good. I'll put it in good. I would probably normally put it in mid, but it's good. Okay, Ghost Rider. This might be. Is this a second Ghost Rider? Yeah. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna put in guilty pleasure also because I still watch it occasionally. There's a bad guy in Ghost Rider 2 that can touch things and turn it into, like, just deteriorate it. And I thought that was such a sick power as a kid. I'm like, dude, that's dope. Like, he could, like, touch a piece of bread and it turns into a fucking moldy piece of bread. Or he could touch an apple and it, like, disintegrates. And I'm like, oh, that's sick. And I was like, I would love to have that power. In fact, I think, like, there was a headcanon that I made once about a, like, I once pretended that my car was a transformer, and his ability was he had a gun that could deteriorate things. And I was like, that's sick. That's fucking sick, dude. Yeah. But anyways, it's a guilty pleasure movie for me. I think this is a Zack Snyder Watchmen. I'm going to put that in mid. I don't think it's bad enough to be butt water, but it is it's a slog to get through. Like, I tend not to watch it, even if there's like even if I have the option to watch it or something, like, or if it's on in an airplane, I'm like, I don't fucking want to watch this. Like most Zack Snyder movies, it's all in slow-mo, so no thank you. Black Panther, I'm also going to put in mid. I don't watch Black Panther whenever I'm going through the MCU because it's literally just The Lion King. Like, I love Chadwick Boseman. He's great. Okay, great actor. But Black Panther, and especially, like, the third act fight, just not great for me. Aquaman, I'm going to put in actual butt water. Don't come at me. There's some scenes in Aquaman. I almost might put this in guilty pleasure. You know what? Fuck it. I'm putting it in guilty pleasure because, like, when I have a playlist of movies that I put on when I want to fall asleep, and Aquaman's on there because it's so fucking stupid that I can fall asleep to it. So I think that alone puts it on the guilty pleasure list for me. It's just also not a good movie. I don't really feel like I need to talk at lengths about Aquaman. Jason Momoa's fun to look at, though. You know? Yeah, he's fun. Oh god. Alright, so I've actually... The only DVD I've ever smashed in my life was Blade Trinity. If there was a tier below actual butt water, I would put it there. Blade Trinity is a fucking abomination. I ejaculate to Blade 1 and 2. They're so goddamn good. And then the shit that we got from Blade Trinity... Again, I've already talked about this in my worst sequels video, but Blade Trinity, man, is the fucking worst. It's terrible. Okay, maybe another hot take here. I fucking love season 1 of Jessica Jones. I even think, despite it having a bad second season, Jessica Jones 1, season 1, makes up for the second season being bad. Like, okay, it's technically a superhero show, but it's not. it really doesn't deal with a lot of that, like with superhero stuff. So if like you're not a fan of like CGI battles, this doesn't have that. It deals with fucking uh crazy abusive ex-boyfriends who have mind manipulation powers and can turn you into a slave. And that guy that is the abusive boyfriend is David Tennant. Yeah, it's so good. Season 1 of Jessica Jones is dope as hell, and I love it. Also, what's the lady that plays Jessica Jones? Kristen Ritter? Yes. Her ass. They make sure to highlight her ass as much as possible because that thing is popping. That thing pops like crazy. Okay. Catwoman. This is a definite guilty pleasure movie for me. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. But again, Halle Berry's fun to look at. But the dialogue, the story, I honestly think that the writers of Catwoman didn't know that it was based on a comic. Because, oh, you think Catwoman? Selena Kyle, yeah, of course. Catwoman from fucking Batman. No, they just were like, I think we're going to make this about a person named Patience Phillips. That's a real name. Sure. And, it's just a fucking shit show. There's some famous scenes in that movie. There's like a basketball scene where like Patience Phillips has like powers now because cats licked her face when she died. And she goes and like, you know, now that she has power, she's able to play basketball real good. And there's a famous scene that I think in a minute long scene there's 115 plus cuts, which is so dumb. And of course, yes, Halle Berry won a Razzie, which is the worst movie of the year award from that movie. So congrats, Halle Berry. Moving on, getting into the Avengers. This is the first Avengers, which has Loki in it. I'm actually going to put this in real dang good. I know that when I first saw it in 2012, I didn't like it as much as I do now. Because I didn't think it was quote-unquote an intellectual movie. I don't know what kind of stick up my ass I had in 2012, or I couldn't just sit down and enjoy it, but after knowing what follows with, like, Phase 4 of the MCU and all the bullshit they're putting out now, like, the Avengers really paved the way for superhero shit. And so, for that reason, and of course Loki being a badass villain that I fucking love, you know, I really do like the Avengers, the first one. Oh god, yeah, I forgot that Halle Berry plays with a barn of a barn of y'all, a ball of yarn. Yeah, that happens in that movie. Okay, Daredevil, I'm also putting in real dang good. I'm just putting in real dang good. Daredevil is consistently a fucking great show. I was afraid to watch season 3 because I thought it was going to be bad. Because it took place after the events of The Defenders, which is a total buttwater show. But season 3, man, is so goddamn good. They finally introduced Bullseye, who's actually a very, like, they flesh out that character. They make him super compelling. So Daredevil season 3 is by far my favorite season of Daredevil, which is saying a lot because the first one's insane. First season's really good. WandaVision, I'm actually, you know, like, I'm not a big fan of the, like, Disney Plus shows that they've been putting out, but I will put WandaVision in good at least because it is so unique. I've never seen a show like that ever. And I think that the way they played with the medium of it being a TV show was very cool. So yeah, at least a good rating. Although the like last episode or last few episodes, it definitely turns into a typical Marvel show where it does CGI battles and bullshit, and that was like the one thing I didn't like about it. So yeah, Avengers: Age of Ultron. A lot of people don't like this one. I do. Every time I watch through the MCU, I like it. I'm gonna put it in good. X-Men. Is this the first X-Men? Okay. No. This one's X2. I can tell because it has Nightcrawler on the cover. I'm putting this in the best. For me personally, I fucking love the first two X-Men's like they were my own children. Dude, oh my god. Nightcrawler, the Nightcrawler scene in the beginning is still to this day probably my favorite opening to any movie that is ever. Seriously, my favorite fucking opening. So good. So the directing of X2 was insane. The story of X2 is insane. God, I could talk about that shit all goddamn day. It's just such a bummer that it goes from the best to literally the next movie being the worst. Okay, another hot take. Green Lantern, I'm putting in Guilty Pleasure. It's on my bedtime playlist. I do fall asleep to Green Lantern because it's so bad, it's kind of funny. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this one. I just love that, like, the main villain of the Green Lantern movie looks like just a ball of cat shit. Like you know when or cat puke even. You know when your cat's going like and then pukes up something? That's the fucking enemy of this movie. Yeah. The Incredibles. I didn't even think this was going to be on here. I'm putting the Incredibles way the fuck up in the best. I mean, is anyone going to fight me on that? The Incredibles is incredible, dude. Syndrome as the bad guy, so good. Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of people I feel like would put in the best. I'm gonna put it in, now that I've seen it like 10 plus times, I know this might be a hot take also, I'm putting it in just good. It's just good. Captain America Winter Soldier, I really like. I'm gonna put it in real dang good. I know that seems offensive. Oh yeah, I forgot. Of course, Elastigirl. It's rated the best specifically because you get to see Elastigirl's ass, man. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, like, it's just good. Guardians is just good for me. And I know that's a hot take to put Guardians below Captain America Winter Soldier. But one thing I love about Captain America Winter Soldier is that there's not a ton of CGI fucking nonsense in it. And you get that sick-ass, like, cool-ass shit between Bucky and Cap. And I thought that was neat. Yeah. I think it's a real dang good movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna put that. You know what? I would be doing a disservice if I didn't put it in the best, but I'm actually gonna put it in real dang good. I don't love animated movies. I'm gonna be honest. Says the man that put The Incredibles up there. Yeah, it's okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put it up there because here's the thing. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse changed the landscape for animated movies forever. Like, they set a new bar for what animated movies need to be going forward. Disney is quaking in their boots because Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse happened. They're like, fuck, we can't just keep releasing fucking bullshit. Oh no, this sucks. Like, you know? So it's super unique, amazing storytelling. Yeah, you know what? I convinced myself that it honestly deserves to be in the best. So, for sure. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm going to put that in actual butt water. I'm sorry. It's just not good. I would have put it in mid, but I don't even think it deserves to be there. I'm so sorry, Paul Rudd. I love you, but no. Wonder Woman, I'm going to put actually in real dang good. I'm debating putting it in just good. I'm trying to look at the other. Okay, I'm not gonna. It does not deserve to go above Batman. I'm sorry. So Wonder Woman, you can be in good. It's a movie I watch often. There's some good twists in that. I like that it's set in like in World War One. Maybe I just really like that setting, but it's a good introduction to her character, I think. Avengers Infinity War, fuck. I'm gonna put this in real dang good. I think both Avengers Infinity War and Endgame probably deserve to be up there. Yeah, putting it below real dang good seems offensive to me. Okay, here's one that you guys might not agree with me on. I fucking hate Iron Man 3. I fucking hate it. Even when I try to rewatch it and try to find good things about it, I'm sorry, I can't. I can't get on the fucking bandwagon. I've tried. I really have. I just can't do it. If you want reasons, you know, I will tell you them, but I think I'm just gonna move on from there. Doctor Strange. I'm actually gonna put Doctor Strange in a weird mid. There was some cool shit in it for sure. I just think that it's a little bit of a slog to get through. Even though Benedict Cumberbatch is a badass and the bloopers of that movie are almost better than the movie itself. Yeah, just a mid movie for me. Oh, here's a hot take. Thor: The Dark World is good for me. I like it. Very hot take. Everyone fucking hates Thor: The Dark World. It deals with elves, man. You say the word elves, I'm already fucking interested, okay? But I didn't love that movie, but I liked that movie a fuckload because of the elf shit. And then also it had a amazing soundtrack, and I think that's what it elevated it from being to like really good to me was just its soundtrack. So yeah, Thor: The Dark World. Original Blade, I'm gonna put real dang good. It is just real dang good. Do I need to say more? Wesley Snipes, man, what happened to that guy? Is he still in prison? I don't know. Yeah, no, Fran, I know you're surprised that it's not the best, but you we'll follow that up with something here in a second. If I can find it right away. Does anyone see Blade 2? I do not. Right away, I don't see it. Oh, yeah, I do. There it is. Blade 2. The best. I fucking love Blade 2. Okay. Couple things about Blade 2. Guillermo del Toro directed it. There's some sick animation in it. You got fucking what's his name? Not Jet Li, Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen's in the second one. And then Luke Goss as a main bad guy where he's a fucking mutated vampire and his face opens up like a fucking pussy. Wait, I don't think pussies open up. Well, his face looks like an opened up pussy. It's very compelling. I know all of you are like, oh, I need to watch this now. Love Blade 2 more than the first one for sure. Iron Fist. Okay, another spicy take. I'm loving that there's a ton of these in this in this video. I didn't hate Iron Fist. Everyone hated it. I thought it was mid. Like, I still watch it occasionally. Who's the guy that plays Danny Rand? What's his name? I don't even know. That's how mid this shit is. I don't even remember that guy's name. But he plays Loras Tyrell in Game of Thrones. And I feel so bad that, like, he gave up basically doing Game of Thrones stuff and was like, yeah, I'm going to be Iron Fist, guys. And, yeah, that didn't really work out for him. I think a lot of people were pissed off about it because they thought Iron Fist was Asian or something, but he's not, even in the comics. I don't know. But, yeah, Iron Fist, pretty mid. Here's another spicy take. I really liked Man of Steel. I'm going to put it in good. A big reason I put Man of Steel highly, even though it is sort of a slog to get through, like the first two acts are real slow, is there's a character named Feora Ul, who is basically General Zod's right-hand lady, who is A, really hot, and B, there's this sickest fucking CGI. Like, I'm just as sick of CGI as probably everyone at this point. But there is some really sick CGI shit with her in it that every time I watch it, I fucking go, whoo! Whoo! Because it's just so fun to watch. So yeah. And this was the first Henry Cavill Superman that we got, like, you know, his introduction into the whole DCEU. And for what it was worth, I think he did a really great job. And I think that a lot of people are going to have a hard time dissociating Henry Cavill with Superman because he did such a great job with it. So yeah. Spider-Man. Oh my god, how do I not put this up in the best? I'll put it in real dang good for now. Spider-Man, the first one, I think was one of the first superhero movies. I mean, obviously there were some in the 70s and all that stuff, but I think in our current world, you know, this was a lot of people's first superhero movie that they went and saw. And Sam Raimi did a really good job on the first two. We won't get into the third one right now, but Yeah, I think that it did a great job setting up the whole Spider-Man universe. The animation for its time, this was 2000, the year 2000, I think. Uh, I'm just realizing, did X-Men also come out the same year? I think it might have. X-Men and Spider-Man came out in the same year. Um, but yeah, dude, fucking, there's a reason that in No Way Home everyone shit their pants when they saw Toby because like he really was a lot of people's first Spider-Man, and so I think yeah, that movie is real dang good. I watch it every year. Uh, this one confuses me. Why is Megamind on this list? Is Megamind a fucking comic or a superhero? I guess it is. I guess technically it's superhero stuff, right? You know what? I'll put fuck it. I'll put Megamind in real dang good. It's a good movie. Venom. Venom's mid. Yeah. I don't even think it deserves to be a guilty pleasure movie for me. It's just it's all right. Oh baby. Oh baby. Daredevil, guilty pleasure movie for sure. It's so fucking bad. I'm just thinking about fucking how often they play Evanescence while he's swinging around some nunchucks is hilarious to me. So good. I feel so bad for Ben Affleck. It is Ben Affleck, right? Yeah, yeah. I feel so bad for Ben Affleck that this was his first superhero role he got. Man, what a fucking shit show. And especially that like this Daredevil that I rated super highly just like blew this one out of the water. Ah, yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, actual butt water. I don't think there's even a redeeming quality to put it in like a guilty pleasure movie. It is bad enough that I would watch it as like a guilty pleasure thing, but it's also so bad that it needs to be put in its place in actual butt water. It's just it follows the same fucking shit of why Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, didn't do well. There's too much shit going on. You have too many fucking villains. And, I don't know. I think everyone that is a comic book fan knows that Gwen Stacy dies. So, this isn't even a spoiler, okay? Like, if you haven't fucking seen Spider-Man 2 that came out, I don't even know, 10 plus years ago, then suck my toes, alright? Everyone knows Gwen Stacy dies, so that when it happens in the movie, you're not surprised by it. There's not like a twist of it. It is still fucking sad, but the fact that that's almost how it ends, and especially that there wasn't a third movie, and that Andrew Garfield's, foray into Spider-Man is cut short, is kind of sad also. I like that he got his redemption a little bit in No Way Home, but yeah, it's just a bummer that that movie ruined a trilogy for Andrew Garfield, because I didn't really think he was that bad. You know, like, the first one wasn't terrible. Wasn't that bad. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I will actually put in good. I think that's where I put Guardians 1. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in good. I think it may even be better than the first one, in my opinion. I like that it deals with a little bit of heavier topics, and for some reason, man, I think I have daddy issues, because both in Guardians Volume 2 and 3, I cry anytime that there's like dad stuff happening. Like Yondu's, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, like Yondu's thing that happens in that. And then in the third one, there's just one line of dialogue in the third one where Nebula says to Drax, "You weren't meant to be a destroyer, you were meant to be a dad," because he's just like being a dad to all these like orphaned kids. And I'm like, that just made me cry. Fuck. And that was the only thing that got me in that movie, because I knew it was trying to play on my heartstrings. So, you know, since I'm talking about Volume 3, I might as well put that or rate that as well. Where is that? Do you guys see it? I don't see it. I don't see it yet. Oh well. We'll move on. Birds of Prey, actual butt water. I didn't like it. That's all I'm going to say about that one. The Suicide Squad, I'm going to put in just good. I would put it in real dang good, because it basically reinvented the DC EU, so much so that James Gunn now runs DC. He runs it. Like, they trust him that much because this movie was that fucking good. The characters were well developed. It's just a great movie. But the problem that I have, which when I talk about Peacemaker, I'll probably also say the same thing, is that James Gunn has a very distinctive writing style where a lot of the movie is just bickering, people bickering. And I'm just kind of getting sick of that style of movie. I just think it's been done too many times. So that's why I'm gonna knock it down from real dang good to good. Still, I still definitely watch it though. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I wanted to like it, but I'm gonna put it in mid. Something I really liked about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is that they tried to get another Captain America, who turns out to sort of be a bad guy, but it's like it has this nice message of like you can't choose Captain America. Like a government entity cannot choose who Captain America is. It has to be embodied and it has to be earned. And I liked that message. I liked, especially because Cap isn't a part of this series, and so I liked that whole message. But I just think it kind of failed with its pacing and really, I guess, character development. I feel like it was just both those things I just felt like lacked. Black Widow, actual butt water. Did not like it at all. Nothing else to say. Oh no, this is Iron Man 2. I'm gonna put in mid. It definitely was not as bad as 3. And also Scarlett Johansson at the end of Act 3 with her very curly red hair. Well, I'm a fan. Don't know if you know that I like redheads, but I'm a fan. I was a fan of that. Whiplash, I think, is the main villain. He was alright. The guy who played him, Captain America, original Captain America, I'm going to put in good. I thought it was a great introduction to his character. I think that they did some really cool CGI in that also to make Chris Evans turn from like a beefcake who has entire galaxies on his biceps into a small little dude. I thought that was cool. And then there's actually a couple scenes that kind of get me emotional whenever I watch the first Captain America. And I think that Hugo Weaving as a bad guy was really fun to see. He like perfectly embodied the Red Skull. Fucking loved that. So Captain America 1, pretty dang good to me. Wonder Woman 2. It's like teetering. There really needs to be a fucking category between mid and actual butt water because it's in between for sure. I'll put it in butt water because like I'm probably never gonna fucking watch it again. It sucks because it has fucking Pedro Pascal in it, and I love that guy, and I know everyone in the fucking comments and chat probably gonna be like, that guy's my daddy. Please fucking power top me or whatever the shit you guys weird fuckers are gonna say here. But so we got one person saying it's true. He's in it, and he gives a great performance, but it doesn't elevate the movie. That's how bad it is. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in butt water. I'm so sorry. And especially like look at the difference. We have Wonder Woman 1 here up in good, and then the second one drops to the lowest tier to me. Bummer. Original Iron Man. I'm gonna put this in real dang good. It set up the MCU. I mean, what the fuck else needs to be said other than that? Got some great animation. There's a reason everyone loves Tony Stark as like one of their favorite superheroes, and it's because that movie set it up perfectly. I think it's just a fantastic movie. Oh, good. X-Men 3. Whew, I've already talked at great length about X-Men 3 in my worst sequels video, so I'm not going to say it again here. But you guys know I'm going to put it in actual butt water. It ruined. It ruined. It ruined it. The whole X-Men universe. For several reasons. I said I wasn't going to talk about it at great length, but here I am. Okay. First off, Brett Ratner directed this. Why the fuck did they say, hey, the second movie was directed so well. Should we get that guy to direct again? No. Let's get the guy that directed Rush Hour 1 and 2. Yeah. Let's put him in here. What the fuck? What the fuck? Not saying Rush Hour 1 and 2 are bad movies, but why would you think, oh yeah, you know what? The guy who fucking directed a Jackie Chan, maybe that's what they thought. They were like, oh dude, well he directed Jackie Chan and that's action, so I mean this will be great. The thing is you don't direct Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan fucking directs you, man. Don't know if you've seen any behind the scenes shit of Jackie Chan. I don't know why I'm talking about him right now, but like he makes his own choreography. And then he just tells the fucking director, here, get this angle. Okay, now get this angle. So Brett Ratner did jack shit other than get Chris Tucker saying, man, what you doing? What you doing, Lee? That's all that movie is just getting Chris Tucker's reactions to shit. So that's one reason I fucking hate it. But I just think it's so funny that they had to literally create another X-Men universe just to retcon, just to get rid of X-Men 3. That's how fucking bad it is. Oh my god. Alright, another spicy take. A lot of people love X-Men Days of Future Past, which, as I said, takes place in the new X-Men universe or whatever with like the younger actors or whatever. But I didn't like Days of Future Past, so I'm gonna put it in mid. Yeah, because it would probably also go in a category for me between mid and actual buttwater. You're an X-Men fan, we don't talk about X3? Yeah, no, we do not. Get it out of here. Original Fantastic Four, man. I'm putting in guilty pleasure. Same with the second one. Is that on here? Yeah, right there. Both of these, the Silver Surfer and original Fantastic Four, are so bad that I still watch them. And I love that Chris Evans plays both the Human Torch and Captain America technically within the same Marvel universe. That's funny. I wish that they would have, like, that would be so funny. Imagine if they actually got the Fantastic Four right, and when they did, like, Infinity War and all the characters come together, imagine that it was still played by Chris Evans. So you just had Captain America Chris Evans and Human Torch Chris Evans, and they were, like, meeting and, like shaking hands and stuff. That'd be great. But yeah, they're guilty pleasure movies for sure. Shazam, I will also put in mid. I think it follows the same tropes that like a lot of superhero movies do now, where it's just, we've seen it all before already. You know, like setting that world up. There was nothing exciting or new about it. A lot of people say that the kid actor and Zachary Levy, didn't feel like the same character, even though they needed to be the same character, and I have found that too watching it. So yeah, just a mid movie for me. Spider-Man, I think that's Homecoming. I will put in good. I'm not gonna put it in real dang good. It's just a good movie, but I have a fun time every time I watch the MCU. I definitely watch through the home verse, the Spider-Man homes, the homies. Hellboy 1. This may surprise some of you because of what I'm going to rate Hellboy 2, but I'm going to put Hellboy 1 in mid. Ron Perlman is perfect as Hellboy, and I am so sad to the guy that plays Hopper in Stranger Things. You didn't do better than Ron Perlman. I don't think there's ever going to be beating Ron Perlman at that. And I'm so sorry that your script was actual fucking shit, and I think that's really where the other Hellboy, not Hellboy 2, the new Hellboy, what it really suffered from. This one, yeah. Which I'm going to put that one in actual buttwater for sure. Ang Lee Hulk. Ang Lee Hulk, baby. I think this came out in 2003. And I think everyone was expecting like ooh, Hulk smash, I just want a fun time. And instead you got this really thought-provoking, weird fucking movie from Ang Lee that did some really interesting things. Like, it was a very interesting direction to take the Hulk in. But I'm going to be honest here. I think it's good. I watch it. It's not even a guilty pleasure thing for me. Like, I don't think it's bad enough to be put in guilty pleasure. It's just, like, good enough. Should I put it in mid? No, it's good. I like it. Yeah, that's the one with his dad. I like it. Dude, I like it. fuck you. If you don't like it, that's your own opinion. I'm just saying, man, I like it. Glass. Glass. Did I see that? I don't think I saw Glass. All right, just kidding. I have not seen Glass. First Amazing Spider-Man, I'm going to put in mid. Love you, Andrew Garfield, but yeah, it's just a mid movie. Deadpool, this may surprise people also, putting in mid. I think just like... maybe it's just I don't like Deadpool as a comic book character. Don't come at me. It's just not my cup of tea. So like the whole fourth wall breaking shit, it's fun. I like when movies can get away with it and it's fun. But it's just not for me, I guess. Spider-Man Far From Home, I'm gonna put in real dang good. I love that movie. Jake Gyllenhaal did a great job as Mysterio. I like that. I love travel movies, like, you know, fucking Euro Trip. Wait, what was the really to, Rachel? What were you saying really to? I love travel movies. Like Euro Trip is a fucking great movie. I think I just love adventure style movies, and that was Spider-Man's venture into that. Not a big fan of Far From Home. Interesting. Yeah, no, I really loved it. Okay. I was looking forward to this. I was really looking forward to this. The Flash CW show with Grant Gustin. I'm gonna put in good. I was about to put in really dang good, but the problem with the Flash show is that it goes on too long, and I haven't seen any of the newer seasons. If the Flash ended with like season 3, I would probably have put it in real dang good. But it keeps going. It's just fucking annoying as shit. But season 1, man, season 1. If it was just season 1, it would be way up in the real dang goods. Because, I love it. It's probably teetering between good and guilty pleasure for me. Because it's so cheesy. It's so fucking cheesy. But, like, shouldn't some superhero IPs be cheesy? You know? The fact that Grant Gustin can play the Flash and not make it cringy, per se, but still cheesy, there's a middle ground that Grant Gustin does this fantastic job at. The story of season 1 is fantastic, and surprisingly, there is a lot of heart in the show. For those of you who don't know about what The Flash is about, basically his mom was killed at a young age, and his dad was sent to prison because people thought it was his dad that did it. And so I remember, I think this is even in the first episode, he goes to see his dad in prison, and like there's just this really fucking powerful scene where they're like, you know, talking to each other, and like Grant Gustin's Barry Allen, you know, is just telling his dad like, I'm gonna get you out of here and shit, but like he's like actually in tears. And I love when shows and movies aren't afraid to show someone just like fucking bawling their eyes out. Because I don't know if you've seen like this trend in movies and shows where like it's almost like they're afraid to show tears. I'm not even kidding. Like, so movies and shows that can show emotion invoke emotion in me. And so, not to mention, as I said earlier, you know, I got some fucking dad issues. So you combined really powerful performance with crying with my dad issues, and it's just a perfect storm, and I think it was delivered really well. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about The Flash. X-Men First Class, I'll put in really dang good. Kevin Bacon as a villain was fun. We got our first look at Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. I'm a fan of that. I think that all of the performances from who's the guy that plays I almost said Mysterio. Who's the guy that plays fucking Magneto in that? What the fuck is his name? Shit, forgot that guy's name. But that guy, and then the guy that plays Mr. Tumnus. Yeah, fuck, I'm forgetting actors' names right now, but they both absolutely killed it in that movie. And I think they make the characters of Magneto and Professor X, like, and why they don't like each other in future movies it makes more sense after seeing that movie. So I think they did a great job. Luke Cage, I think, is pretty mid. I still watch it whenever I'm watching through those shows, but it's pretty mid. Ant-Man 1, I think, is also pretty mid. I love you, Paul Rudd, but just eh. Gotham, I would probably normally put in mid, but I'm going to put in good simply because of the cinematography. Holy shit. Even if the story is bad, if the writing is bad of that show sometimes, the cinematography makes up for it. I watch it and I'm like, this is so pretty. I want to suck off the man who did the lighting of this show. Or man or woman. I don't give a shit. You know, or non-binary person. I'll fucking, dude, give me some they, them, ussy. I don't give a fuck. It's that good. I love it for that reason. The Watchmen show I didn't actually see. This Hulk with Edward Norton, I don't like it. But I don't think it deserves to be in Buttwater bad. It's just, I don't like it. I'll bump it up to mid because I don't think his name is Eli Roth. It's Tim Roth who plays Abomination in that. I love Tim Roth. If any of you guys have seen the show Lie to Me, it's fantastic. And he plays the main character in Lie to Me. And so maybe I just have a Tim Roth boner, and that's why that gets a pass for me. But yeah, love that. Defenders, actual Buttwater. I don't want to watch it ever again. Get away from me. Big Hero 6. Why is this on here? I guess it's superheroes, sure. It's mid. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone. Please don't fucking hate me. Don't hate me. Shang-Chi, that was fun. I like that it was like basically a martial arts movie. So I'll put it in good. Okay, here we go. Here we go, baby. Hellboy 2. Fucking the best. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen Hellboy 2. I fucking swear it's in the 40s at this point. It's so good. I forgot who directed it. I almost want to say it's Guillermo del Toro again. Like, this man just fucking... I think it is. It is. I know it is. I know it is because they got the coolest fucking creature work in this movie known to man, and Guillermo del Toro does amazing creature work no matter what fucking movie he's in. So yeah, he just is great at doing sequels because he also did Blade 2, which is up there in the best. And of course, I talked about this with Blade 2, but you have Luke Goss as another bad guy, and his name is Prince Nuada, and he's a fucking elf that can slice water with a sword. And if you're wondering how much I love this movie, my cat is named Prince Nuada. I named my cat after this movie. That's how much I fucking love it. Okay? So, there you go. Sorry, I got really excited. Let me take a swig of coffee. Alright, that's good. Loki. Loki was a good show. I think it did some unique stuff. I love Loki as a character. It was a little weird that, spoiler alert, Loki makes out with Loki in that show. And, of course, I have the normal things I have problems with MCU stuff where there's a giant MCU or CGI battle at the end, and it kind of pisses me off. You love when I get hyped? Well, then just you wait. Because the next one... Woo! The Boys, okay? The Boys. I think this deserves... If I was to, like, rank these top ones, here's how I'd rank it. We got The Boys, Hellboy, fucking that, and then Blade, and then Batman, and then those two. I'm sorry to say, The Boys takes the top for me. The Boys is a Amazon Prime show that follows a comic series, but here's the thing. Not only does it follow the comic series, it is better than the comic series. It is not even, like, there's no room to debate that. It is legitimately a fact that it's just fucking better. Not only is it's a commentary on, hey, what if there were superheroes right now in this world? How would they act? What would happen if there's psychopath superheroes that are supposed to be protecting us, but they have ulterior motives? Oh, that superhero really likes touching people when he shouldn't be touching people. Oh, that superhero has a drug problem. You know, like those type of real world things grounds this show in reality, even though it's about supernatural, you know, beings and stuff. The characters themselves are so fleshed out and amazing. We are now on season 3 of The Boys, and it's only getting better. And that is in large part due to Anthony Starr playing the main bad guy, Homelander. Homelander is literally, and I kid you not, I had a discussion about this with my roommate recently. Homelander is the best villain I have ever seen in anything. I am not kidding when I say that. He is so compelling of a villain to watch. Every time he's on the screen, it's fucking palpable tension. And I love that. Like, I haven't encountered such palpable tension from a bad guy or a villain since Shane from The Walking Dead. And Shane from The Walking Dead is just a dude with a gun. Homelander is a guy who can blast and has blasted fucking just civilians down with laser vision, man. I could talk about it all day. I'm not going to, because I've done this already many times in monthly favorite videos, but I cannot praise The Boys enough, because not only is it everything I just talked about, it's also a social commentary on, you know, superhero, like it's literally makes fun of the MCU. It's great. I'll shut up. Spider-Man 3, delicious garbage. Definitely guilty pleasure. I know that when it first came out, I fucking hated it, and I think it still is in my worst sequels video. But at this point in time, it is a guilty pleasure movie, and every time I think about Spider-Man 3, I think of my friend who, back when he was a man whore, he would have Tinder dates come over to his house, and apparently he loves telling the story about how one Tinder date was trying to suck his wiener, and he literally stopped her and says, "Whoa, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch Spider-Man 3." And that quote lives rent-free in my head forever. So shout out Tay for that delicious story. I hope I can do that one day. Someone's trying to like do the nasty on me, and I'm like, I just want to be like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch Spider-Man 3. Oh, great shit. Oh, here's another one. Kick-Ass. Fantastic. I actually just talked about this in my monthly favorites video for August. I'm gonna put it in real dang good. I don't think I can put it in the best, but it's definitely real dang good. Like The Boys, it is kind of a social commentary on, like, you know, what if superheroes existed in this world, but instead of them being superheroes, it's just normal kids that want to dress up and fight crime, and all the consequences that come from that. Very great movie, directed by the same director that did The Kingsman, which is one of my favorite action movies of all time. So can't recommend that one enough for sure. Original Thor, very mid. Probably the definition of mid. Avengers Endgame, also I'm gonna put in real dang good, because I think that's where I put Infinity War and the original Avengers. Yeah, I think it's just a real dang good movie. And I remember when I first saw it, I knew I was good. Like, I was like, I'm gonna probably cry in this movie, but I'm gonna try really hard not to. So throughout the whole movie, I was fine. I was like, we're good. Oh, we got through it. We got through it. No tears have escaped this fucking crevice today. Why did I call my eyes a crevice? I don't know. My corneas, they're doing great. Until the very last scene, where it's just Cap and Peggy dancing in their fucking house. Even thinking about it, man, I'm like, God damn it, dude. Why the fuck? Why did they do that, man? That's so rude. Because then here I was in the theater, like, oh, here I am ready to go home. And then the last scene makes me fucking cry like a little baby. And then, like, because I'm in a theater, you know, like, if it was in the middle of the movie that I was crying, I could have wiped my tears and, oh, there's no residue of tear on my face now. But because it's at the end, now everyone knows I'm crying in the fucking theater. You know what I mean? And then, like, the lady that's doing the trash down there, and it's like, hey, can I pick up your trash? I'm like, no, it's fine. Okay. It's fine. And I had to like fucking skirt by her real quick. God damn. But yeah, I think the reason that you probably have noticed that most of the Captain America movies are kind of rated higher than most of the other ones for me is because anything to do with Peggy, I fucking tear up about it. It's like just it's a problem. I'm like, fuck you. God damn. Like, in Captain America Winter Soldier, when he goes to visit her in the fucking hospital and like she has fucking like Alzheimer's, you know? And like she is talking to Steve and then does a little cough and then wakes up basically again and is like, "Oh my god, you're alive." And that broke my heart, dude. That I was just like, "Fucking goddamn it." And then, you know, like she's like, "Oh, you came back." And then he says, "I couldn't leave my best girl, or I still owe my best girl a dance." And I'm like, "Fuck! Stop it! Making me tears. I hate tears. Get away from me. Fuck. I need Johnson and Johnson in this bitch cuz they say no tears." I hate you. I hate Peggy for that reason alone. I'm also making sure that this is still recording. Cool, we're good. I like this is an hour. This has been an hour, guys. Fun times. Ghost Rider, delicious garbage. I'm putting in guilty pleasure. The first one is worse than the second one. I think they put the second one up in mid, right? Or where did I put the second one? Where did I put the second one? Oh, no, it's also in guilty pleasure. Okay, it makes total sense. Nicolas Cage. Do I need to say more? Nicolas Cage. My face always looks like this. Because it does. That's him. Kick-Ass 2, I'm also going to put in probably just good. It's worse than the first one for sure, but I still have a fun time with it. You know, oddly, and I don't want to shit on any actors here, but I think that Christopher Mintz-Plasse, or whatever his name is, was the worst part about that movie, and he's kind of a main focus of it, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But, yeah. Kick-Ass 2 is still fun. Fantastic Four, the newest one. It doesn't even deserve to be put in guilty pleasure like the other Fantastic Four movies. It's just actual butt water. Superman Returns. I don't remember hating it. This is the one with Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, right? I think I'll just put it in mid because I can't remember liking it or hating it. Captain Marvel, also mid. I don't like Brie Larson, but I can recognize that she actually tried in that movie. And another reason that I like it a little bit is that it does take place in the 90s, and maybe I just have a shitload of 90s nostalgia, you know what I mean? And I think if it didn't have Nick Fury in it and it didn't have Samuel L. Jackson to like banter off of, it would be actual butt water. Yeah. And so Brie Larson, if you're listening, no, this was not a personal attack or something. I just didn't like your movie. I'm so sorry. Okay. Here's a good one. This is pretty much undisputed, I think. I'm going to put Invincible up in the best as well. No, you know what? It doesn't deserve to be in the same plane of The Boys. I'm sorry. Like I said, I don't like animated stuff as much as like live action shit. Invincible is really dang good, though. It's basically The Boys, but animated. Because you get the same level of gore. Did I mention that there's a shitload of gore in The Boys? Yeah, there's a shitload of gore. A lot. And Invincible does the same thing, but it's kind of, it goes like, instead of grounding it, there is still a lot of like otherworldly beasts or like fucking like other planets where superheroes come from and shit. So it does deal with like that type of shit, but still very good. Also, Steven Yeun, who plays Glenn from The Walking Dead, is the main voice actor of Invincible, and then another important character. I won't say what he is, but another important character is J.K. Simmons, aka J. Jonah Jameson from, every Spider-Man. He's just, I want pictures of Spider-Man. That guy. Yeah, he's in it as another important character. So definitely watch it. What If was interesting, but it's also mid. Yeah, animation was cool, but it's pretty mid. Some of the stories were definitely more interesting than others with that one. The Punisher show is good. I really want to put it in mid. I want to put it in mid. Yeah, it was alright. The fucking guy that plays the Punisher, also was Shane from The Walking Dead, and I loved him in The Walking Dead. Uh, he did a great job as the Punisher. I don't think there could have been a guy that was more perfectly cast for the Punisher. It's just that I think the story wasn't super interesting. Like, there were parts that I was just like, oh, when is this gonna end? Type of shit. But yeah, Split. I don't like that movie at all. There's some icky shit in that. Yeah, there's some icky shit, dude. I'm putting it in butt water. There's like a lot of scenes that just make me uncomfy in that. And maybe that was the goal with it. I think this is M. Night Shyamalan as well, right? So that was probably the goal, is to make me uncomfy. But I don't like it. I don't want to be uncomfy. Yeah, Split apparently is a superhero movie because it goes in the whole Unbreakable verse. Whatever. I don't. Batman v Superman. Okay, a lot of people hate this movie. I thought it was mid. There's a lot of shit I don't like about it. But also, for what it is, it almost deserves to be a guilty pleasure. Alright, you know what? I'll put it in guilty pleasure. Because, yeah, it's bad enough where it doesn't deserve a mid rating. But I still watch it. Thor Ragnarok, another spicy take. I didn't like it. Wow. I'm about to upset a lot of people here. I'm putting it in butt water. I did not like it. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. Everyone loves that one. Like, out of all the 3 Thor movies, everyone loves Ragnarok. Everyone hates The Dark World. And I'm like flip-flopped on that. Yeah, my opinions are bad. Just don't trust me, I guess. So Deadpool 2 was the same as Deadpool 1, where it's just mid, so I'll put that right next to that one. Joker. That's an interesting one, because I really don't feel like that's a superhero movie per se, but it is, in the universe of a superhero movie. Joaquin Phoenix, the role, like the performance itself by Joaquin Phoenix deserves to put it in good, but I think I'm going to put it in real dang good. The thing about Joker, though, is that I don't know that I've really rewatched it since when I watched it the first time. It's good, very powerful movie, but I don't know that I really want to rewatch it. So that's almost why I wanted to put it in good. It's just that Joaquin Phoenix, his portrayal of the Joker was so good that it deserves to be in real dang good. X-Men 1. I'm going to put this also in real dang good. Not as good as X2, but I did love that one. Yeah, how old was I in 2000? I would have been like 11? No, I would have been 9. Wow, I was 9? Is that right? Yeah, I guess I was fucking 9. Okay. So yeah, just imagine 9-year-old me just being so stoked about watching fucking Wolverine claws come out and stuff. And yeah. So still watch that every year. Great one. Spider-Man 2. Everyone loves Spider-Man 2 more than Spider-Man 1. I actually kind of disagree. I'm going to put Spider-Man 2 in just good. For me, it was just more depressing than Spider-Man 1. And for a person that loves, I mean, like, look at this shit. I have Batman Forever up in the best. My opinions are backwards as hell, okay? But it's like, I almost like when comic book worlds are comic booky, as I've said many times, and I feel like Spider-Man 2, there's a lot of depression in it, and I feel like I want to watch movies to escape depression. I don't want to be dragged down by it, you know? But it's still a great movie. Logan. Oh no, I'm gonna lose people here. What have I been saying this whole time about comic book worlds and how I want them to feel more comic booky? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. My opinions are wrong. Just take my word on this. My opinions are wrong. I didn't really like Logan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you know what else it is? For me personally, filming with depression as a theme has to be filmed right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's my thoughts about Logan. It changes up the character of Wolverine so much that it almost doesn't feel like the same character. It's completely different. Same thing with Professor X. Didn't feel like Professor X at all. While they were more fleshed out of characters, they didn't feel like the same characters that we had grown to know. Um, Not only that, but yeah, it's like it didn't feel like a superhero movie, or it didn't feel like an X-Men movie for me. And I get that that's a good thing. I get that it went above and beyond with like the violence, and the tone was completely different. I get that. I get that it's unique, and that's why a lot of people love that movie. It's just, I think a main theme of Logan was him trying to take care of that girl. And like, for instance, The Last of Us, the trope of grizzled guy who's emotionally unavailable taking care of young girl that he must protect has been overdone. And I think I may have even seen Logan after I had seen The Last of Us. So I was like, this just feels overdone, and I know that they're trying to play, like they're trying to pull at my heartstrings by making me attached to both of them and then having something tragic happen. Like, that trope is so overdone that I knew it was coming. It was a predictable ending for me. So that's why Logan, for me, is mid, and I'm sorry I have offended people. Okay, moving on. X-Men Apocalypse, also actual butt water, does not deserve to go in guilty pleasure. It's just butt. Incredibles 2 has Bob Odenkirk in it, and I liked that. It also has more of Elastigirl's thick ass. It's a little bit of a social commentary. It's good. It's not great. It's good. Supergirl. Haven't seen it, but I have seen some hilarious clips of the CGI in it. I don't think I'm ever going to watch it. So therefore, I'm going to say haven't seen, even though I really would love to put it in butt juice. The Joss Whedon cut of the Justice League is a guilty pleasure movie for me. You'll see. Whoa, where did that just go? Where did that just go? Do you guys see? What the fuck? Where did that go? Where? Okay, I guess it's gone in obscurity. I don't know what happened to the Whedon cut, but it's gone. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's a guilty pleasure movie for me. It's bad, but it's still fun to watch sometimes, I guess. Arrow. Wowzers, my guy. This show, when I first watched it, I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty good, dude. Whoa. When I watched it again, like last year, I was like, oh, this is not that good. I had some like weird rose-colored glasses on first time I watched it, because it basically, they tried to make Arrow into Batman. He basically is just Batman. Like the way he talks, his mannerisms, how edgy Oliver Queen is. Not to mention the show just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Season 2 was basically its highlight because it has Manu Bennett in it, aka Crixus from Spartacus, and he is the main reason to watch that show. It's interesting, don't get me wrong. Like, it was fun to watch that first time, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can see this being interesting, but do not go past season 2, trust me. I'm gonna put this in mid. Does not deserve to be in good. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a 4-hour movie that is incredibly desaturated, and while it does a better job of storytelling than Joss Whedon's cut of the Justice League, maybe it's just that I don't like the Justice League or something. Here's also the thing, though. I wasn't super attached to the Avengers. You know, like I mean, the characters before I went into watching the Avengers. It's not like I was a huge comic book fan. So I just think that they could have done a better job at making me care about the characters, even though Zack Snyder really tries to do it. He really tries in this 4-hour fucking movie. But but in my opinion, just kind of fall short. So I'm gonna put this one in. Oh, where did that go? Okay, here. I'm gonna put this one in mid. Yeah. Stargirl? I was not even aware that's a show. What the fuck is Stargirl? Never seen it. Legion, also never seen it. What is this? Harley Quinn show, also never seen it. Wait, I put the wrong thing. Hold on. Harley Quinn show, never seen it. Okay, all the rest of them I have seen. Alright, so Venom, Let There Be Carnage was kind of fun. But it's also quite mid. I'm going to put it right next to the other Venom. Just for me. Eternals, wow. Wow. Eternals, the best movie. The best movie. It supersedes The Boys and everything else. Just the best. Yeah, put it in the best in an Italian accent. No, it's just the actual worst. I know that you guys watching right now, like, maybe you've trusted some of my opinions I've had today. If I would have put the Eternals in the best, I think all of you would have left and unsubscribed and also probably sent me threatening letters to my friends and family. Because I'm pretty sure no one has the opinion that the Eternals is a good movie. And I feel really bad about that, but it's really true. Wowzers, my guy, is that shit bad. What has 3 seasons? Oh, Stargirl? Interesting. Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm going to put it in good. I actually really liked Far From Home more than No Way Home. And I know that that's like blasphemy to say also. But here's the thing. I don't like when things try to play on my nostalgia, and I can tell that they're doing it. Like, think about No Way Home, but without Andrew Garfield, without is it Fred Molina, I think it is, the guy who plays Doc Ock, without Willem Dafoe, without Tobey Maguire. Imagine the movie without them. It wouldn't have been good. The only reason that it's good is because it's playing on my nostalgia. And so, yes, of course I'm going to watch it. Of course I'm going to smile when I see them fucking appear on screen and shit. But I'm not going to like it. Yeah. Alright, the Batman animated TV series. I don't remember it. So maybe I just put in no opinion. I don't remember it. X-Men show, from just the like, just because of that, I'm gonna put it in good. I'm gonna put it in good. Great animation for its time as well. Spider-Man show. Was the Spider-Man show the one that has the original, like, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can? Does it have that in it? I think, yeah, I'll put that in good as well. Okay, Peacemaker. I've watched this twice now. And the second time I watched it, I liked it a little bit less. Just a tiny bit, but it's still a very great show. It's just, as I said with The Suicide Squad, it is very James Gunny. There's a lot of characters bickering. And for what it's worth, John Cena does a great job. I actually like John Cena now because of that show. The highlight of the show is absolutely an animated eagle that appears on the screen maybe once an episode and just goes, "Rah!" That's the best. That's the best part of the entire show. I'm not even kidding. Watch it. I think you'll enjoy it if you watch it, but I'm just saying that's the best part. Alright, and then final one is The Batman, which I think that one came out in 2019 or 2020, 2021. I don't know, one of those years. This is a great movie, man. I'm going to put it in real dang good. I love these whole standalone movies that they've been doing with, like, Joker, The Batman. Robert Pattinson did a great job as Batman. I was very surprised by that. And it actually set up a Gotham City that I enjoy seeing on the big screen. More so than the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, I liked this version of Gotham a lot. I like that they... Dude, fucking Colin Farrell's Penguin is insane. I still can't believe that's him under all that makeup. Crazy good. And then, dude, is it Paul Dano that plays the Riddler? Holy shit. Paul Dano like knocked that shit out of the park. I really feel like most of these movies are either made or broken by their villains. You know what I mean? Like, imagine The Dark Knight without Heath Ledger. It would have sucked fucking pee-pee. So the fact that Paul Dano just absolutely slam dunked that movie, I think is the main reason to watch it. Also, there is a song in The Batman, in one of the mini club scenes. What is it called? It is called Tesla by Corvad. And that song was stuck in my head for months after watching that movie. And actually, on my channel, on my personal channel, which is probably where this is, I did a DJ show where the first song I did on that whole set list was Tesla by Corvad. That's how much I love that shit. So, yeah, thus concludes the entirety of my superhero movie and show tier list. In the top, in the best, we have The Boys, Hellboy 2, X-Men 2, Blade 2, lots of 2s up in this bitch, Batman Forever, The Incredibles, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And honestly, I probably would also put Across the Spider-Verse up there as well. Just recently watched that one. I loved it. You know what I've noticed is I didn't see some of like the newer things, like Moon Knight wasn't on here. I don't have an opinion about Moon Knight. I just am saying there's some of shit wasn't on here, but I think that was most of them. So yes, are you gonna post a final picture somewhere? If not, I'll just screenshot it when the video comes out. I can export it right now, I think. So let's do that, and then yeah, I'll put this up in. Can I save it? Oh, fuck you. Well, whatever. I'll figure that out. I'm going to put this up in my movies and TV channel in the Discord, as well as this will be its own video that I'll probably put up today, because I'm not going to edit it. It's just going to be a long-ass motherfucking tier list. So, that said, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and fair winds.